And following on from the last video, we'll start the next one. So we are currently on our way to Jiayuguan, which is in Gansu province. It's near the edge, and it was a major trading point in the Silk Road because it's where a mountain pass is that connected China to essentially Central Asia. I have stuffed up and I booked the wrong station, and then now I'm trying to transfer to a station so that I can get to there tonight, well, this afternoon. Otherwise I'm going to be waiting a few hours, but that's life. And yeah, so this is going to be a vlog where we go to the end of the Great Wall, which I think will be pretty fun. I've already had a lot of people staring at me because not many Westerners come out this way, so hopefully everyone enjoys this one as we explore, we get further west. That was loud. So after a bit of hassle, I've got to Jiayuguan. I'm still on my way to the hostel, but this is their town theatre. I can't work out how many people live here. It might be, Google said 200,000, but it feels bigger. But I think it's also, they combine another town that's next door and it's close to 1 million, so that would make sense to have a theatre that big for a town of 1 million, but not really 200,000. So the bus driver dropped me off somewhere. I think it was right next to a theme park, but I couldn't really get a shot of it. So now I've just been walking for a while, and it's all just new development, like brand new buildings. I don't know whether they've got people in them or not. Yeah, so apparently my hostel is right next to the main attraction of the town, which is the Great Wall, which will be pretty good when I get there. It's just taking a while to get there, so yeah, it's a bit of fun. I'm glad that we're not in Southeast Asia, because otherwise I would just be sweating. I'd be dripping. It would be horrific, but it's a nice mild temperature. So there's a few of the older style houses and roads. To be honest, you don't see much of that in China. Mostly everything is brand new, or yeah, just relatively recently built. So it's not often you walk around and you see some older buildings and a bit of a dusty road that's only semi-paved. Real interesting. Good morning everyone. We are in Jiayuguan. I am outside my hostel, which is also right outside the tourist event, which is nice but also kind of annoying. It's pretty cheap, but the problem with being this close to a tourist place is that the food's not that great and it's expensive. I've been told to wait for these shuttles, but they keep not stopping for me even though I'm at this bus stop thing, and then they'll apparently take me to the proper entrance where I buy a ticket, and then we're going to go have a look at the Great Wall basically today, and this fortress thing that was built during the Ming Dynasty, but it was super important for China from what I've read. Cool. We got a ride, we're at the front. This is my first camel ride. I forgot to mention as well that we're in the middle of China's national holiday, so it's going to be quite busy. I was hoping it'd be a bit quieter. It is probably quieter than the other main tourist attractions like Beijing and Shanghai and Xi'an, but it's still pretty busy at the moment, and busier than most other places have been when I've come to tourist spots in China. Usually there's some stuff in English, but there's like nothing, and I really have no idea what's going on, so I'll keep looking around. I'm just in the tourist centre, and they've just got a supermarket underneath for some reason. Cool. So apparently I'm in the right place but also the wrong place. I need to get another shuttle bus to the actual Great Wall, and the lady said there's a shuttle in the parking lot. But this is only a small part of the parking lot. It's huge, and I have no idea whether something's a tour bus or a shuttle bus because I can't read that well. Like, my Chinese is alright, but seriously, I have no idea what's going on. I'll find it, but I don't know, and Maps doesn't have a place to go either, so hopefully I can find it. There's a theme park over there. It's got roller coasters and stuff. It's cool. Honestly, I don't even know how the Chinese deal with this stuff. I understand they can read the language, but it always feels like you have to already know what you're doing when you get to these places in order to go to them effectively. Because otherwise you're just walking around, and it makes more sense why they're always in tour groups, even in China, and they're being directed, because it's just big and confusing, and I have no idea what's going on. I'm just lucky that I don't have a time frame for any of this stuff, so I could walk around like an idiot for an hour. Took me about 20 minutes to find it. I found it, I'm on my way. So that's the Great Wall. There's camel riding apparently there. I have no idea what's going on. They just dropped us off in the bus. I was told we were going to another point, but maybe the bus is just leaving, but maybe it's going to that point next. Anyway, I might hang around here for 20 minutes. Again, this is kind of a common theme in China, is nothing set up for anyone but Chinese people. So you just come here, and or if you're on a tour, you come here, and I just have no idea what's going on. It's cool. There's the great. At this point, it was just rammed earth instead of like stones and stuff. So it's just a big dirt mound. And then in the distance you can see a tower, but yeah, so I'm just gonna stand here. I might ask a few people because I have no idea what's going on, and the prices they're asking, it's like 100 yuan, and I know that it's only like 25 bucks, but honestly I can't be bothered going in and like just looking at a mound of dirt for 100 yuan. Sounds horrific, but yeah, I've done so many touristy things at this point that every time it's something like a quite expensive and I've done something similar, I'm just like I can't be bothered paying that much to go in, and yeah, that's what happens when you've been traveling for 6 months. Honestly, the way the taxi drivers come up to you, it's like I'm a child and they're in the van with some candy, because They just creep up behind you, you don't even hear them, and then they're like, taxi? And you're like, no, go away, leave me alone. It's so annoying. So I was just getting confused because there's so many signs that I can't really read any of them, but to get into this spot was only 20 yuan, so that was super cheap. There's some camels, can ride them along, not along the wall, but beside the wall. I don't know if I'm allowed to walk up to it, and no one seems to be doing that. So I just won't do it because I don't want to end up in a Chinese prison. Wouldn't be a good way to end the trip. Well, it would be the end of the trip. Right everyone, that is the start of the Great Wall. I'm actually quite far away at the moment, so I'll probably just overlay a video of me actually walking around the start. Today I learned that the Great Wall isn't just a straight line, it also has like T-junctions and spurts off in random directions, which is pretty cool. I guess I just had a bit of naivety about how the Great Wall actually functions. So it's in this town where it starts, it's a T function between two sets of mountains, and then it goes off. And this is one end of that T-junction where, holy shit, that guy's ziplining. I don't even know if the camera can see that. There you go. He just ziplined across this giant canyon. And yeah, so this is one set of mountains over there. Firstly, I think an army could walk across that plain, but I don't know. Obviously, I'm not some ancient Chinese civilization or warlord, so I don't really understand how any of this works. Down here's the canyon, so we'll go down in there and have a look. This is the barracks. Apparently, that was where the commander lived as they defended the motherland. Bit of training. I don't know whether that was what they had, but they've built it, so it must be the truth. So now we're on the swing bridge. So that's the Great Wall up there. And then that was the drop down into the river. Apparently, I reckon at least 5 meters, that cliff. But I'm at a bit of a distance, so I can't really tell. So yeah, now there's a swing bridge. It's pretty cool. The river looks nice. Bit of a canyon. Now that I'm a bit closer, I'm going to reassess. Maybe 7 meters. Yeah, I reckon about 7 meters. At least 7 meters. Also, there is a zip line thing that you just go across the river. Chinese tourism just always amazes me. Like, you show up here and they put the gates, the entrances to the like area, maybe like 1.5 kilometers away on each side, and then so you get in and they basically give you the choice of walk or pay for another shuttle when you're in. You're like, the bus could have just dropped me off at the point everyone actually wants to go to, but why would you do that? So you just walk, which is fine because it doesn't take that long, but yeah, it's just really funny. It always cracks me up. It was really cool. The canyon, the drop. I really want to go for a swim, but I don't think there's a fence here. I don't really think I'll be allowed. Yeah, and then there's a crossing. It's pretty cool. It wouldn't be China without some underground museum at a tourist spot. We're in the exhibition hall at the moment, and these are old pictures versus new pictures, and it's real interesting. The wall looks in better condition in the old pictures. It looks gangsterette. Yeah. Not what I was expecting. I really, like, if I was to come to China again and have enough time, I really just want to explore the wall. Because I find it really cool. As always, there's a Scouser out there doing something interesting. You can pause and read that if you want. I was wondering why I was catching up to these guys. But then I realised that it was because the person leading it is walking too, so obviously I walk at a faster pace because I'm awesome. We are now on another part of the Great Wall, the northern end of the west end of the Great Wall. I really wanted to walk up there, but this just ends. There's another hill I can walk up over there, but that's just full of people. I'll still walk up there. And there's some random tower here. I don't know. I also really need to take a slash, but I can't find a toilet. And also I don't know, I just don't want to take a slash in some random spot in this park, but might have to. I think that's the toilet, but it's outside, which means I'd have to leave the attraction. Life is tough sometimes. This is pretty cool. It looks really cool. The mountains weirdly look like they're bigger than, like it looks like a big mountain, but it's just a hill. It's weird. It's a weird optical sort of illusion. It's not that bad. The steps aren't that steep. Just spent like a couple of minutes having a photo shoot with 3 people. The girls, they were like swapping sunglasses to make sure they were wearing the right ones for the photo, so it was really funny. But I forgot to video any of it. As I said, we're in the desert, and you couldn't really tell while you're in town, but you can tell out here there's not much going on. There's a power station over there, but I can't work out whether it's what sort of power station it is. I don't know enough about them to. This is a nice site. Really cool landscape. Really cool landscape. This is nice. And it looks bigger than it is. It's like I wouldn't say those are real mountains, they're just hills, but the way the soil is, it just makes it look like canyons, I guess, like in a mountain. There's the desert. I think that's the sand over there in the distance. Yeah. Pleasantly surprised with this, so it's been a good day. Still need to go to the toilet. almost a scenic pisses sort of vibe here, but I'm not doing that because I kind of find it weird to film yourself. My man just saw a white man in the distance, came over, asked for a photo, left. That's it. I love it. Bit of traffic on the way down. A little worried, but because I just bought it off a lady at a stall, but she washed it. 10 RMB. It's like a pastry meat thing with chives in it. I rate it. It was pretty good. I'm in the main town now of this place. I took a bus to get here after I was finished at the Great Wall, and it's a weird town. Like, there's a bit going on, but there's also not a lot going on. And I'm trying to find an SD card so that I can, because these videos are taking up a lot of memory on my phone, so I need to get them onto an SD card and off my phone. And I can't find an electronics shop. I have no idea where to go. If there is a shop, it will always be only a phone shop or a specific brand. There's no like JB Hi-Fi or Noel Leeming or something like that. So I'm just walking around like a headless chook, have no idea what I'm doing. Also, because I'm trying to get some food, and again, it's just kind of random in this place, and usually it's pretty easy, but here it's quite difficult to find some food. So I don't know, I'm not getting a real. It feels like a place where you just show up and go to the Great Wall and that's it. It also has, even though there's heaps of people, there's like new developments and they seem sort of ghost city-ish vibes, but I haven't actually gone around them. So I'm just walking around at the moment. Hopefully I find one of the two things that I'm looking for. This stuff is honestly like crack. It's so good. I found some food and got beef noodles, but there was 3 pieces of beef in it. It was a good thing I ordered 5 boiled eggs on top. It's kind of hard to film when you're riding, but I actually love these little bikes that are in every city. It's just like it's basically like a Lime, but it's got a seat. And they're like 2 yuan every 10 minutes, so what's that, like 50 cents? You're just going about the same as a Lime in terms of speed, so well, it'd be like $1 to get back from town if it was the same price as home. I like it. This is also what I meant by it's kind of like a ghost city. There's all these new developments going up. So where I am is just really empty. And there's a giant pile of gravel or something. Yeah, and it just makes the vibe of the place kind of weird. I'm going back to basically book a train ticket, and I've been putting it off because the best time is at 8 o'clock in the morning, which means I have to get up early, and I hate that as much as I did at home. So I've been putting it off all day, but I have to do it.
Stop the windmills. You're ruining your countries. I really mean it. It's so sad. You fly over and you see these windmills all over the place.
I've now arrived after getting up early this morning in Dunhuang, which is where there's a bunch of desert. So I think I'll end the vlog for the Great Wall here. I'm currently have no idea what's going on, as per usual. Ciao.